Hello, curious sippers. Today you will see something really unusual, and I can't wait to tell you about it. So what if I told you that the woman that you're seeing is over 70 years old? And no, this is not a joke or some kind of fairy tale. This is Vera Wang, a famous fashion designer and not just some anonymous person from the web that we created some imaginary story about. Vera Wang has been in the fashion world for many years, but the entire internet has been moved primarily thanks to her photos, which she recently posted during the home quarantine associated with the COVID-19. Does she really look so young? And how does she do it? Has she discovered the secret of longevity? And I'll also tell you a little bit about her fashion background, so if you're into this kind of stuff, be sure to stay with me till the very end. But first, hit the bell and the subscription button, and let's find all of that out in this video. Artists and the celebrities from the world of show business have already accustomed us to the fact that at a certain age, you can look younger than the numbers actually indicate. And in fact, we still have a beautiful looking 70-year-old Meryl Streep or an 82-year-old Jane Fonda. And we also do have some younger ladies than these, women from the industry who also delight despite their age, such as 53-year-old Halle Berry or 50-year-old J-Lo. But it's hard to beat the look of Vera Wang, which I'll tell you about right away. So yes, if you're worried about the passing of time and the fleeing youth, look at her. Vera Wang will turn 71 this June. It's hard to believe, right? But as I said at the beginning, it's not some kind of fake news. She always looked young, and people around her and the fans undoubtedly knew that, because Vera Wang is a serious fashion designer who goes through life with a big vocation and a passion for what she does. She's involved in creating, not paying attention to herself or celebrating life. That is why the world of the media do not write about her as often, for example, as Donatella Versace. It's no exaggeration to say that Vera Wang is one of the most successful designers on the planet. Let me explain. The fashion designer has been working in the industry for decades, having started her career as an editor at Vogue in 1970. But I'll talk about that in a moment. Her products are located in stores across America, and her brand is known to people around the world. She has gained a great recognition for the wedding dresses that come out of her hands. So, ladies, don't be bashful. Tell me who wore a Vera Wang wedding dress to their wedding. Let me know in the comments. Well, for Vera's unique creations on their special day for themselves, some stars such as Kim Kardashian wore a Vera Wang when she wed Chris Humphries. Her sister Khloe slipped into a Vera Wang mermaid gown for her wedding to Lamar Odom. And even Mariah Carey wore a $25,000 custom Vera Wang design to her first wedding to her first husband, Tommy Mottola, in 1993. Other famed Vera brides include Victoria's Secret angel Lily Aldridge, Jessica Simpson, Hilary Duff, Alicia Keys, and Victoria Beckham, who today is very successful in the fashion industry as well. Do you remember her wedding dress? It was a champagne dream worn by her in her 1999 ceremony to David Beckham. Is this still in her closet for her daughter Harper to wear one day? Vera Wang's skills and ingenuity and sense of style are also trusted by stars for various other important occasions. Just like the Oscars, the Emmys, or Golden Globe Awards, you probably understand why I said she's very famous designer, right? Not only her tailoring skills are enviable, but also her amazing silhouette and young appearance. Looking at her, it's hard to believe that she'll turn 71 next month. Her figure looks more like a 20-year-old girl. Of course, looking at the photographs with a close-up of her face, you can see that she's not so young of a person. But she still sent social media into a frenzy with her ageless looks after sharing a series of stunning photos of herself showing off her abs in a sports bra. The fashion designer has been for some time more active on social media, and she uploads more pictures, and that made the internet users go crazy. Earlier on, Vera Instagram, which by the way is followed by about 350,000 people, there were photographs mainly related to professional matters. Meanwhile, due to the isolation associated with the coronavirus, which the whole world is currently struggling with, fans can see more of her private photos, and no one can believe that she's 70 years old. Are you surprised too? Vera's not letting social distancing stop her from playing with fashion, and in a recent interview with Harper's Bazaar, Wang revealed that she was not bored during the quarantine. She explained that she has a group of people at home with whom she can work with on new projects and play with fashion. And as she explained, this is even a luxury for a fashion designer. As you can see, now she has more time to share her piece of the world with the fans. And in these photos, which were shot at her home in Miami, the bridal brand founder can be seen posing up a storm in a bright orange sports bra and tiny denim shorts, and many other very female, sports, and youthful creations. But it wasn't her outfits that sparked the feverish excitement online, but rather her incredible youthful appearance. The designer was flooded with an avalanche of thousands of comments, both on her Instagram and Twitter, and fans asked her to reveal the secret where she found the fountain of youth. Of course, there is many more ingenious wordings in the forms of questions. One of the people wrote, "Vera Wang is 7 years old? WTF is she drinking? Unicorn blood? Unreal." One Twitter user shared a black and white photo of her in 1978 while comparing it to a more recent snap of Vera, writing 1978 versus 2020. Vera Wang is ageless. And when other Twitter users, among many others, expressed disbelief that Wang is indeed 70, the designer herself replied saying, "Fact check, truth." How does she do it? That's the question that wonders everyone. Vera Wang said that the secrets behind her incredible physique age 70 are work, sleep, a cocktail, and not much sun. Although Vera is extremely filigree and slim, she loves to taste various dishes, and she doesn't deny herself from eating pleasures. The designer has been sharing her lifestyle on Instagram, and if her posts aren't anything to go by, she has a healthy love of pizza, donuts, and even chips. She also recently whipped up a sweet potato frittata. Before I tell you how she managed to have such a big career in the world of fashion, I will tell you that Wang competed at the 1968 US Figure Skating Championships and only got into fashion after not making the US Olympic team. But according to Vogue, she previously expressed how much she dislikes exercising. Of course, she certainly cares about the figure and maybe more about the youthful energy, because in her house you can see strength equipment. And Wang told InStyle, "I'm not a huge exercise person, but I love to play golf at Liberty National in New Jersey or at Atlantic Golf Club in the Hamptons, and I happen to be out there. I'm terrible, but enthusiastic." It seems that the joy of life, energy, and young spirit contribute to Vera Wang's youthful appearance. And of course, good genes. It would not do without them. And life fulfillment also definitely plays a huge role. Vera, despite her age, doesn't stop for a moment. She is constantly creating new creations and is successful in the fashion industry. And since I have already mentioned the designer genes, I must say about the origin. Vera Ella Wang was born and raised in the US in New York City, but her parents are both from China. They immigrated to the US in the 1940s and had Vera in 1949. Her mother Florence was a translator at the United Nations, and her father Chen Qing owned a medicine company after attending Yangjing University and MIT. Her parents took care of her education. She graduated from the Chapin School in 1967, and then she attended the University of Paris and earned a degree in art history from Sarah Lawrence College. I mentioned the figure skating competition earlier, so I must briefly develop this topic. Wang began figure skating at the age of 8. She developed this passion for many years, which led to her competing at the 1968 US Figure Skating Championships. She was featured in Sports Illustrated Faces in the Crowd in January 9th of the 1968 issue, and when she failed to make the US Olympics team, she decided to enter the fashion industry. Is Vera Wang a child of success? Undoubtedly yes, though it's not clear what her life would have been like if she decided to stay on her feet with her skates on. However, when she turned them into heels, her talent and flair for fashion defended themselves. How did she become one of the most important figures in the fashion world? Well, Wang's career path was successful, but it cost her many years of work. Nothing ever comes for free. Very young Vera was hired to be an editor at Vogue immediately upon graduation from Sarah Lawrence College, making her the youngest editor at the magazine. And she stayed at Vogue for 17 years. Then she left the long-term workplace and she began to join Ralph Lauren. It must have taken her a long time before she became a brand, because at the age of 40, she decided to resign from her job from someone else and became an independent bridal wear designer. But as I said earlier, Vera Wang is not just wedding dresses. She designs many other different creations, including figure skater outfits, beautiful stars dresses for the red carpets, beautiful dresses for her designs were worn among others like Scarlett Johansson, Vanessa Hudgens, Ariana Grande, and even Kendall Jenner. She even worked with Starbucks Network to design a line of cups. She's been rewarded many times for her work. For example, she was honored with the Council of Fashion Designers of America Lifetime Achievement Award in 2013. Such successes go hand in hand with an increasing fortune. Forbes magazine placed her on the 34th in the list of America's richest self-made women in 2018, with her revenues rising to $650 million in 2019. Even as she forged a hugely successful career, she also found ways to raise a family. Vera is a mom of 2 young ladies, and both are adopted. Cecilia was born in 1990 and Josephine was born in 1993. She adopted them with Arthur Becker, with whom she married in 1989. In July of 2012, Vera announced that the couple had separated. The two were together for more than 20 years. Vera undoubtedly feels fulfilled, which you can see because the joy of life radiates from her right away. We can only envy her, right? Cause I'm super impressed right now. And what about you guys? What do you think about the appearance of this almost 71-year-old woman? Do you share the surprise of all other internet users? Or maybe you know other public figures who look so great despite their age? Well, let's talk about all of that in the comments, and also don't forget to like this video and recommend it to your friends, and subscribe not to miss our next interesting videos about the stars that we publish for you every single day. See you soon!